Okay, hi everyone. We're officially live. This is Pete Janot with the Membership Site Intensive Challenge Group Coaching Hangout. And so far, there's just three of us on the call, Agnesia, JD, and me. So if you are watching this recording, if you're on the event page right now, I posted a link underneath the video on that event. So if you want to join us live and interact and ask questions and share screens and all that fun stuff, just go ahead and stop watching the video on the event, so you can just pause or stop it, and then click that link that's underneath the video in the comments section, and that will bring you directly to the Hangout Live where you can join us. Or if you're watching the replay and you have any questions and you're in my coaching group, then please just send me an email and we'll do another follow-up. So I definitely wanted to let you know that we are going to have another group call towards the end of the month. So I did send out a request via email for everyone to check their calendars. This is going to be the last week of the month after you've all had a chance to go to the live event, and then I don't know if you're going to stay and do a little sightseeing in San Diego. But we've given like a week buffer after that, so that'll give you time to travel and get home and unwind and basically digest everything that you learned at the live event, and then you can come and do the last group call with us and basically share how your experience was, what you learned at the event, what your biggest takeaway was, and then any questions or anything that popped into your head during that week or so that you've had off between the live event and the coaching call, that you want to talk about your business and how you're going to apply what you learned and all that sort of stuff. So there will be one more group coaching call like this one. And then also, if you still have any one-on-one calls that you haven't scheduled, I know many of you do still have calls remaining, you'll have up until the end of July to get those completed as well. So we've got an entire month to get those done. So please look at my online calendar. If you forgot the link or lost it, it should be at the bottom of like every email that I've sent, at least from way back at the beginning. I don't always have a footer in my most recent emails if we're communicating back and forth. But if you go back to any of the initial emails that I sent you, the link is definitely in there, and check it out. Or just say, hey, I'm totally lost, I can't find it. Please just send me the link, and I'll shoot that over to you as well. So let's go ahead and officially get this started, and we always start every coaching call with a victory. So I'll share a couple victories this week. It's been very busy and exciting for me. My first and biggest victory is that I am now officially a grandfather. So
congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations! Wow.
Thank you. Well, if you want to,
special day, special moment.
It is, yeah. It's if you want to look at the picture, you can go to my Facebook. Just look me up on Facebook, Pete Janot, and she's just the cutest little thing. So just like some babies are born and they're a little squinched from the birth, but she came out just perfect. So beautiful little baby. That's exciting. And then secondly, I just got back from vacation with my wife and three of our younger kids. We went down to Orlando, went to Disney, and went to the beach and that sort of thing, and that was fun as well. So got a little sunburned, unfortunately, but vacation was still good. So from you guys, I'll just go left to right on my screen. So that means we'll start with Agnesia, and just go ahead and share a victory.
I think my victory for today is that I've managed to fit in my 5-kilometer walk for today. It's been a bit tight, and I still made it to the Hangout.
Awesome, congratulations. So you walk 5 kilometers every day?
No, I'm in training for Kilimanjaro. I'm doing Kilimanjaro in October. So at the moment, I'm on a schedule to get to a 20-kilometer race at the end of July. So I'm doing a 20K race at the end of July. But I walk on Saturdays, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Wow, exciting. Kilimanjaro. Oh, you'll have to keep us posted on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and JD.
Well, I would like to celebrate a victory if I could figure out how to get myself live here, but I haven't figured that out yet.
How to get
somehow
yourself?
Yeah, I went to my picture here is just my Gravatar,
Uh-huh.
and I've got that. I went into the Hangout toolbox as you were walking us through it, and created a lower third, and it just kind of hung up there. I have no idea how to get out of it or get my lower third or get my face back.
Oh, just you can just turn it off and turn it on. How about that?
How do I turn it off?
Or maybe you're not showing your video. It looks like possibly your video's turned off. So if you take your mouse
Oh,
and
my
hover,
my camera's on, so
is it?
yeah. So is there something in the toolbox? I mean, in the left hand.
Well,
Because all I did was I was on before, and then I hit the Hangout toolbox, and now I just have the Gravatar.
well, I never saw your video. Agnesia, did you
Oh,
ever
you
see
didn't?
video for JD?
No, we haven't had him live. It was only the picture so far.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I never had your video at all. So maybe just try to turn your
okay.
video camera off and on, or check your settings for that.
Yeah, sometimes it's the
Uh,
setting.
and where do I find this? Turn camera off, turn camera on, and the across the screen it's on.
Okay.
It's got the blue lights there. I can see it.
Yep. So
I don't
then
know.
up at the top, if you hover your mouse towards the top of the Hangout, there are 6 icons. The second one from the right is a little cog, and that's the settings. So you can just
Oh,
click on that.
settings. Okay.
Yep. And then just check the
Okay.
video settings.
For some reason, it's got the default microphone, default speakers. Um, the Logitech camera doesn't look like it's live. I don't know why. It was.
Well, mine looks like that too. It's grayed out. But I know my
Grayed
video.
out.
Yeah, mine's grayed out, but I know my video's still working. So, uh,
Uh-huh.
so I guess it's just not allowing you to make any adjustments to that. Huh. Not quite sure why it's working, but how about you just share one
Oh,
audio, an
yeah,
audio one.
you just won't be able to see my lovely face in I'm wearing my T-shirt today. It says "Aging: The Ultimate Extreme Sport."
Awesome.
I have a similar victory to Agnesia. I ran my fourth. No, let's see. This is June. My 6th half marathon this year. A week and a half ago, it was about 15 miles away here in Richmond. It was their first annual, and it was a lot of fun. Didn't break any speed records, but that's not what I'm after. I enjoy running. I found out that that's the ideal way of doing it, so it just fits my personality and what I'm trying to do. So I have fun, don't get hurt, and I intend to do it again. So I don't have a Mount Kilimanjaro in my future, but one of these years I'll set the goal to qualify for the Boston Marathon. It's not my intention to ever run it, but it would be nice to eventually get my speed to a level where I could run it if I chose to.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I can't even run like down the block, let alone a half marathon. Multiple
It begins
times.
with it begins with the first step. I couldn't do that when I was 58 years old, and that's I stumbled across Jeff Galloway's book about marathon. Read the thing he promised there was follow this 26-week course. At the end of 26 weeks, you can run a marathon, not get hurt, and have fun. And I said that's my criteria, and I did. I actually ran 2 marathons that year, practice one, and then the Honolulu Marathon,
Yeah,
and finished them both. Had fun. So
amazing.
you can do it, Pete. All you got to do is just decide you want to do it.
Yeah,
Took
if
me 58 years to decide, though.
I think the biggest key is that you found out that you thought it was fun. So if it's
Yeah,
fun, you can do anything. If it's work and it's something that you don't enjoy, then you're going to avoid it at all costs.
yeah, that's true.
All
Well, and
right.
that's actually gives me the opportunity. Maybe I'll throw this in here. Segue to how I chose the URL that I've got right now is retire for a better life, and that I I talked with a lot of people over the years, and people say, well, when are you going to retire? Because I'm 71.
Hmm.
And I have no intention of retiring because I have fun doing what I'm doing. And then it occurred to me, I actually technically retired when I was 38 years old, because that's when I discovered what I'm doing right now. I have control of my life, control of my calendar. I do what I want to do, take time off when I want to. It doesn't get any better than that. And also, I'll get a chance to help people. So that when I talk to people, and that's the message I'm trying to get out, is you can retire today. The question is retirement, does that mean have fun and do what you enjoy doing, or does it mean that you can quit working, that four-letter word work, something you hate doing, and then go out there and play golf or fish or do whatever, and eventually run out of money? Is that your vision of retire? I know most people, if you ask them, that's not their vision of retire, but I think everybody's on lockstep to do that. So anyway,
yeah, great.
That's my sharing.
That's right. Well, thanks for sharing. Great perspective, and I think you've got a good angle there. You know, with what's your definition of retirement?
Yeah, right.
All right, cool. Well, I was hoping to actually have a few more people on today's call, but that's okay. I imagine it will just be a little bit shorter and a little bit more geared towards looking at you guys individually one-on-one, which is cool. So I guess a couple of things that I do want to mention to everyone as a whole before we just focus on the two of you. Number one, congratulations on taking action and continuing to add points so we can all see them in the challenge results and the leaderboard. Agnesia, congratulations. Today you're back to number one again. So I know that every once in a while there's a little battle going on at the top. You know, sometimes you'll drop down to second or third, but then a day later you're right back up at first. So I'm really excited to see you at the top, and I hope you finish there. So just a couple of short weeks left in the challenge.
Thank you.
And then for those of you that are not on the call, I also want to congratulate you. When I look at it, really anybody that's above 1,500 points right now, so 1,500 points, is doing pretty well. You're greater than 50% of the points that you can have, because right now if I look at Agnesia, she's at 2740. So almost 2,800. So 1,500 is greater than 50%, and it's still doable, still attainable for you to get almost maximum points. There's a few things that you cannot do, obviously, if you miss them, like submitting a video link for a Hangout for the outsourcing, because those do have expiration dates. But for everything other than that, you should still have enough time to complete it between now and the time that the live event takes place. So I urge you to not quit, keep going forward, and hopefully even those of you that can't go to the live event and aren't going to be able to finish in time to really challenge the leaders for the Hangout or the Membership Marketer of the Year award. I would still like to see you go back and still complete the challenge tasks even after the challenge is over, just to say that you've done it, to make sure that everything is completed and finished, and that you really give this your full effort and attention. So winning isn't everything. Sometimes even with like JD said with the marathon, it's just finishing, accomplishing it. You're not trying to set speed records. You're just trying to get done, so that you can say, hey, I've put in my full effort, and this is what I was able to accomplish. So I hope that even those of you that are under 1,000 points right now, that you finish the challenge, that you finish it strong, and that you don't stop even after the live event. So I want to see all of you guys up towards the top of that leaderboard, because those points will still register, even though they don't go into the evaluation process that we'll have to determine who the winner is. Those points will still register, so we will still see you climbing up that list, and I hope all of you do. So that is number one. Next, I want to make sure that you are submitting your videos for the outsourcing. We only have a couple of weeks left in that, so as you recall, there are 9 total weeks that you do get the outsource. So hopefully you are doing that. If not, please don't let it expire. It looks like it's a really good program. I see a lot of people that I know that aren't in this challenge that are independently signing up for that Hangout Millionaire program. So I guess the word is spreading that that the program is working for other people, that it is effective. And I've been seeing a lot of internet marketers that have no connection to Alex or Hangout marketing or the membership site challenge or anything, just people from other walks of life that have been joining that group and signing up for it. So it looks like it's really starting to pick up some momentum, and I'd hate to see you lose out on that portion that is included with this package. So I urge you to go ahead and make sure you do submit your videos and get those completed. And let's see, I think there was one other thing I wanted to mention. Or maybe not. All right, I guess I can't find my notes on that, so sorry. I guess just keep an eye on your inbox for emails from Sean and Alex. I know a lot of times those emails might tend to get lost in the shuffle, or maybe they're still going to your junk or spam folder for some reason because of the wording inside of the email. Might be a bit marketing related, and your spam filter's picking that up, or Gmail is sticking it into social or promotions tab inside of Gmail if you're using a Gmail account. But do keep an eye out for those emails. They send 2 to 3 emails a week, usually one on Monday late afternoon, sometimes one midweek, and then certainly one like on Friday, usually in the morning sometime. Morning for Pacific time. I don't know what it is your local time, but at least sometime between 10 and noon Pacific, they'll send out another email. And make sure you read through those entirely and click the links. They'll contain the links to like the next week's tasks. They'll contain the links to the outsourcing videos that you're supposed to submit, and then they'll contain information about the live event that's coming up and that sort of thing. So please just keep an eye on your inbox, check all those emails, read them in their entirety, no matter how long they are sometimes, and then take action on whatever Alex or Sean ask you to do. So other than that, are you both going to the live event?
Yes, I've already got my plane tickets.
Yes, I'm going as well.
All right, cool. And are you going to arrive like a couple of days before the event or right before, and then you get to stay a little bit after and do sightseeing, or are you just in and out for the event itself?
I'm in and out.
Yeah, me too. I arrive on the Saturday before the 12th, and I fly out on the 17th.
Okay, so
when
not a
do we
lot.
actually start? Is there anything happening on the 13th, or was it actually starting on the 14th?
Well, you'll get an itinerary via email. Usually, like most likely, they'll just have some type of like pre-registration check-in the day before or the night before. So that way you won't have to show up early in the morning and register the morning of the event. Every once in a while, they might do like a little get-together with like a cocktail party if they organize it. They might do it at the event itself, or they might do it somewhere off-site, maybe at one of the hotels or at a local bar or restaurant.
Could I interject right now?
Sure.
Alex sent out an email this morning with a course schedule. I printed it out here, and so it's exactly as you say. There's pre-registration at the center, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock on the 13th, and then there's a reception of some sort at 8 o'clock, also at the center. So, how about you're very prescient?
Yeah. All right. Cool. Awesome. So that's typically what he does at the event. And I don't know if the reception is VIP only, if it's for everybody. Maybe JD would know better, or just check your email and look for the itinerary. So if it's VIP only and you're not VIP, then what you can do is just go out to the G Plusers community, the one that we created on Google Plus for this challenge. And I see a lot of people messaging each other, saying, hey, do you want to get together for dinner, or do you want to share a ride, or do you want to share a room, or whatever. So you can just interact with other people that are going to attend the event, and usually everybody, everyone's friendly, and you get together in a small group, and there's some restaurants and bars and that kind of stuff right around where the event is in that general area, certainly within walking distance, or a lot of times the hotel will have a shuttle service where you can tip the driver like $2 or something, and then he'll drive you almost anywhere within a small radius of the hotel. Or there's always ride sharing and cab service and that sort of thing also. All right, but so for the live event, just a little bit of I guess advice. I don't know how far you're flying, but certainly do your best to get some sleep on the plane and get some rest. The night before the event, I would certainly, interact with people, network and mingle. I think the networking is probably one of the biggest things that you get out of the event itself, meeting other people, especially other people that are in your niche or share an interest with what it is you do as a business. And then you can form potential JV partnerships at some point in the future. But I would definitely, the night before the event, try to get some sleep. Don't stay out late, because with Alex's events, you do start early. You do generally stay late, not all the time, but they are very long days, and they can be physically and emotionally draining. So. So do your best to get some rest, eat healthy, certainly go out and mingle, but I wouldn't drink too much alcohol either, and you'll have a great time. So are there any questions at all about like the live event or preparations for it or anything like that?
No questions.
I don't have on the live event, but I'd like to know, what is a mastermind, because I've set up one for the 26th of July and I've got two people who bought it, so I better start planning it, and I'm not exactly sure what it is.
All right, so you're organizing the mastermind, you're like the coordinator?
Yes.
Yeah, so generally there's a lot of different ways to run masterminds, and you can actually go out to Google and just do a search for mastermind formats, mastermind schedules, or outlines and things like that, and get a few different ideas of what other people do. But like generally, when Alex runs a mastermind, for example, he'll come in and he'll ask everyone to basically share some type of victory, personal or professional. So that's step one. Then he'll usually have everyone introduce themselves and share, a little bit about who they are, what they do, and why they joined the mastermind. Those are like kind of the three basic questions: who, what, why. Sometimes he'll have a little bit of formalized training set up. So he'll have some prepared material that he wants to talk about in relation to whatever the topic of the mastermind is. So if it's a health mastermind, then obviously you're going to talk about health. If it's a website traffic mastermind, you're going to talk about website traffic. So whatever your topic is, some prepared material about that. And then he'll usually do like a hot seat for the people that join. So everybody will have an opportunity to basically talk about whatever challenges they are facing in their reason for joining that mastermind, whatever the topic is. So they'll talk about why they joined the mastermind and what are the biggest challenges that they're having, and then basically what happens hopefully is that between you and the other people that joined in the mastermind, you'll be able to just have a big think tank or brainstorming session where that person will get fresh ideas, fresh advice, new ways to look at things or think about things, or new things that they can try that will help them overcome their challenge, solve whatever problem they're having, and make more progress in whatever that topic is.
Okay.
So that's kind of like a little mini version of the way I've seen Alex organize masterminds. But you can get, like I said, just go to Google and you can do some research and get other ideas about what other people have done as well, and then just kind of create your own schedule that you think is going to work best for the people that signed up for your topic of whatever your mastermind is.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Well, then for the live event, then if there's no questions, I think I don't know what I haven't seen the schedule like that the JD received. I haven't checked my email yet this morning, so I don't know what it entails. But usually there's going to be a bit of a review. So because you've gone through the challenge and you should have completed all of the tasks in the challenge prior to attending the live event probably, then going into the event you're going to have a really strong foundation for probably at least some of the material that Alex is going to teach, so it's going to be a bit of a review. So it'll be good because it'll give you time while you're at the event to rethink things, to go through the process, at least some of the processes again, to have peer reviews with other people at the event. So a lot of times when you do something, then you'll partner up with someone next to you, and they'll take a look at what you did and give you feedback, and you'll look at what they did and give them feedback. So you'll be able to make even some more real-time changes and improvements on your website and your content and your idea and your sales letter and all that kind of stuff, everything that's going into the challenge and the making of your membership site. So there'll be a bit of a review where you can do these improvements, and then there'll also be some new stuff as well. So so I just wanted to make sure you knew about that in advance, and you didn't say, well, I've already done this in a challenge, why are we doing it again? Well, that's why, because it's a process of repetition, getting better each and every time you're doing it, getting more familiar so that you can do it easier, faster, and better, and then getting that peer review process where other people can look at it. So other than that, there shouldn't be any surprises. I think you'll have a great time at the event, and it will be draining but also energizing at the same time. So I think that's it then for what I wanted to talk about. So let's talk about you guys individually, and I'll just call you out one at a time. So we'll start with Agnesia. So any questions, challenges, anything you want to share with what you've done so far with the challenge process that you think would benefit others? So either anything you want us to help you with, or anything that you think you can share that would help others, either one.
I think for me, I've done all the homework and I'm quite up to date, but I'm still struggling with PayPal, and I can't get, there's quite a few things that is not working exactly the way I wanted it to work. So like for instance, the $1 offer doesn't come up, and now I want to add another level on for the mastermind. So I assume I'll just follow the same process, and I have to create another page for them to pay for the mastermind. So I'm going to do that tonight and see how that works. But I'm struggling to actually test the whole process to see how a new person comes in, because I can't sign up into my own website through PayPal, so I can't pay PayPal to say I want to sign up, and I can't use my own credit card with different names. I switched on the sandpit option in PayPal, but it doesn't work. So normally that should work, and it should allow you to test PayPal without paying. But I can't really get to test my full membership process.
Yeah, so Excellent point. I think with all the custom programming inside of our platform, that there is some, um, like, I don't want to say compatibility challenges, but there's things that that won't work, like the sandbox, for example. So what we always do, and there's a high likelihood that you'll do this at the live event, is we'll have a friend or neighbor or family member do a test purchase for us, so like a dry run. So, like I would go to your website, I would try to sign up for the $1 guide, and in fact, I can do that for you if you just send me the link to the sales letter, and then I would go through the process. I would see if there's any glitches or if I get stuck anywhere, if there's any confusion. I would share that information with you, and then you would just refund the purchase after we're done, or just keep the $1. It's my gift to you, and I would cancel my membership, before it starts off. So whatever you're going to charge monthly after that, then after I make the purchase, I just cancel that recurring charge. So that's what we recommend. Just either I can help you and go through the process, or you can find a friend or family member or somebody else that'll do it for you.
Okay.
And then any technical issues, like if something is really not working the way it's supposed to, like you followed the videos from Sean, you've gone through it again, it looks like you've done everything correct, and it's just not working, definitely submit a help desk ticket for that, and and Sean or somebody on the tech team will go in and take a look around, and then you can also, if you feel comfortable, you can send me at least the login details for your membership site itself, so I can always log into the membership site and I can take a look around as well and see if anything like jumps out at me. Obviously, I can't log in. I don't want anyone's PayPal information, so I can't. I won't log into PayPal, and I don't want to do that. So I can't see if there's anything wrong in PayPal, but at least I can look at the membership site and see if there's something wrong in there, and then maybe we can try to narrow down, okay, well, everything looks okay, correct here, so it's probably something in PayPal, a setting or something that needs to be changed.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
And then the only other thing is that I've noticed that although my URL is marketspaceproductivity.com, when I actually post, like for instance in G+, it comes up with my logon, which is Agnisha A at UMC. It doesn't bring up my URL. So then people don't really get to see and what my membership site is. So I'm not sure exactly why to change that, or where to change it, because my default domain is marketspaceproductivity.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you can manually change that link. So, for example, let me show you what I mean. So it's marketingspaceproductivity.com or marketspaceproductivity.
Marketspaceproductivity.com.
Got it. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna put a couple of things into the chat box just so we're all talking about the same thing. So here's the regular domain name, marketspaceproductivity.com, and that does work just fine. And then, for example, if I have a blog post, the link would look something like this. But also, it should work if I do and the link that's coming up for you, is it Agnesia A dot
UMSSmember.com.
.umssmember.com. Okay, let me copy that. There we go. So if and how are you sharing that link?
It's when I actually post through, you know, at the bottom of our, when we add content, at the bottom of the page, that social media share.
The social media
actually,
share? Yep.
Yes, if I go there and I say I want to share onto my social media, Google Plus or one of those, it doesn't use my URL. It uses the Agnisha A at UMSSmember.com. So I think that will be confusing because people won't necessarily know or link that with me. And I think it just creates confusion if I sometimes post as marketspaceproductivity.com and then sometimes as Agnisha.
So I don't know. It might just be because you're logged in to your own website or something. Because let me do a screen share and let me show you what I see.
Because I've got a post at the moment in Google Plus, and I tried to do that, and I actually signed out, and it still shows as Agnisha rather than the marketspaceproductivity.com.
Okay, can you see this infinity effect on my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, so if I jump over to your website, like here I am just on a blog post,
Yeah.
and it's got the correct URL, marketspaceproductivity.com, and you know all the other information. And
Yes.
even if I try to change it to the agnesia.umssmember.com and hit enter, it should redirect me just right back to the. It does, so it just redirects me right back to market space productivity. And then I came down here and I just clicked share, like post to Google Plus, and this is what it shows me: marketspaceproductivity.com. And then if I hover my mouse over it, like if you can see down here at the bottom of the screen, right above like these icons, you'll see that it shows marketspaceproductivity.com, you know, / and then all the other information for the blog post.
Okay. I wonder if it's because I'm looking at it.
It could be because you're like the admin on the account, you know, on the membership site itself, that's what you're seeing as an admin.
But I mean, it shouldn't show that up on Google Plus. I mean, when I look, can I share my screen and show you what I see?
Yeah, sure.
You see this post here, I don't know if it's showing.
Yeah,
There's
I can
one
see it.
that I posted, and it says there, Agnisha at UMSSmember.com.
Yeah. Here, let me log into mine, and I'll try to share one of mine, and see what it does. Because it's weird that when I try to share it, your article, it looks normal. It has the normal link.
That's right, yes.
All right, just please bear with me. I'm trying to log into to my site and just see what happens when I try to share one of my pages. All right. Sorry. Finally, I'm on one now. Took me a minute. All right. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. I didn't have the plugin turned on, so I had to turn on that Shareaholic plugin. Right. No, mine's working normally too. So
I'll just log a ticket then.
yeah, or just can you try it again, like right now, and see if it does it again?
So I need to go to my site and just.
Yeah, just go to that blog post and then click like that Google +1 share button.
Okay.
And then maybe share your screen with us so we can see.
Just need to find that specific one.
Okay. You can just share anyone and then go back and delete it from Google Plus. Or we don't even have to share or do the whole process.
Okay. Do I actually have to sign out from my site, or can I do it from inside?
Well, what I would do is, like, if you go back to the previous page,
That one?
so don't do it like this. Yeah. So just hit the back button. So when you hover your mouse over the article, one of the options that comes up is View. I would right-click on View and open the link in a new tab. And then down below, click that plus button. Yeah. There you go. See?
I think it shows now as marketplaceproductivity.com.
Yeah. So
Okay,
maybe
I'll go. Yeah.
maybe the way you were sharing it before, you were like sharing the admin preview button or something. Because I noticed
Maybe.
you clicked preview um, and maybe it shows like the link like you have at the top with Agnesia.
Okay.
So that's what I always do. I always find the one that I want to share, and then I would open it in a new tab and then share it.
Okay, fine. Thanks for that, Pete.
You're welcome. That wasn't too bad.
That was
Well, that's all
informative.
from me. That's JD. It's over to you. Sorry, I took a bit of time.
No, that's okay. I was informative. I was following the whole thing. It's not an issue that I've had yet, but now that when I do have it, I won't have to worry about it.
And a lot of times, we think there might be something wrong, or that there's like a tech issue or whatever, and in actuality, it's just that we either didn't follow the process exactly as we should have, or maybe something changed inside of the WordPress installation, because they do periodic updates, and whenever there's
Yeah.
an update, something might change or something might not be compatible anymore, and we don't know about it until somebody finds the problem. So a lot of times, we think there's something wrong, and actually there's not anything wrong. It's just that there's like a different way to do it, or we didn't follow the process, exactly the right way. So I urge you, like the way that I learned WordPress and the membership site is I actually just looked at everything as if it were practice, and I logged in and I checked like every single link and option, and basically tested it and said, okay, what happens if I click this? And then I would click it, save it, and then look at it and say, oh, okay, now I understand. So if I make this change, then this is what it's going to look like, or this is what it's going to do. So I basically just screwed around with everything and tried to figure out what exactly would happen if I did this option or made this change or whatever. And nothing can be like permanently broken. There's like nothing you can really do that you can't undo. So I wouldn't really worry about it. And if you're worried about like screwing up like one of your real actual pages that you've put time and work into, like a sales page or a content page or something like that, then you see like a lot of times what I do. In fact, let me just share my screen again. Can you guys see that infinity effect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of times what I'll do is let me just show you this. So I've got like testing blog post, and I'll just take that testing post, it's not real content, and I'll do all kinds of stuff on there, like change every option, every setting, go through all the different formats and just see what it does. So I'll make the change. So here, if I've got a standard format, I can view this post and know that it is going to look like, whatever it's going to look like. It's going to look like this. And then if I want to change it to this aside format, and then click update, and then wait for that update to go into effect. And then once it changes, then I can come over here and I can just refresh the button and then see what it looks like now after I made that change. So I'll just make test pages and test posts, and I'll just screw around with everything and see what happens.
Okay, that's a good tip. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, so JD, any specific questions that you have today, or any challenges that you've experienced in the previous 8 weeks of the challenge so far?
Well, the most recent one is the one I sent you the email about, and you were on vacation, so I have to follow up on that, and that has to do with my Get Started page, and everything. Every link I click on keeps coming back to that because it can't find my order page or my thanks for joining page. So I got to figure out what's happening there. Must have been something in the process that I didn't do that I was supposed to do. So,
Well, the Get Starting page itself, so let me like open mine. So the Get Starting page itself is, basically the what we'll call the sales page.
right.
So that's what this is. So if I'm on home, basically every single link here should take me to getting started.
Yeah, which it does. But once you get to the Get Started page, every link on that takes me right back to the Get Started page. It doesn't take
Yes,
me to the order page or any place else.
right, and that's basically, yeah, the setting up of the PayPal stuff. So every time we click a join now, it should launch basically PayPal, and then give people the option to pay you for joining the site. So that's what I would do, is go through that training section from Sean in the challenge about setting up the PayPal and the join now buttons, and
Okay.
then if you're still having a challenge with it, submit a ticket with exactly what the problem is, and let me know, just like Agnesia's doing, and I can go through the process too and see if I notice anything weird.
Sure. Yeah, well, that alone has been helpful because you direct me back to a part of the training that I need to go back to specifically and check that out. So it hadn't occurred to me about the PayPal.
Yeah, exactly, and that's exactly what I'll do with the marketplace productivity site is I'll come down and just click on join now and see what happens.
Right.
Um, so here
There-
it's going to take
There's
me to here.
PayPal. Yep.
Here's PayPal, and it's $1 for the first 7 days, and then $27 each month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is
So,
showing up as $1. I didn't see that, so it's working right.
yep. So that looks good. And then you can notice how things pop up to Agnesia. So if you wanted to, like, I could do a screen capture of like this page. So whenever like somebody tests something for me, I have them do a screen capture, so I can
Okay.
see exactly what they see, and then you could see like the description says standard. So then I would find where that description field is controlled, in either PayPal or in the membership site, and then I would edit it. So instead of it just saying standard, I would be a little bit more descriptive about what they're going to receive right here.
Okay, because I've got a platinum and a standard, but I haven't worked out yet how to change so that it shows. I thought I have to do 2 buttons because I couldn't get it to come up here as which one, whether you want standard or platinum.
Yeah, you will have to do 2 buttons, if most likely, and
Okay.
I'm not sure how, because I'd have to go through and test it and see, but it might be just you make the change inside of PayPal where you list the different options in PayPal, and you don't change anything in the membership site, because the membership site is just pulling the information from the button that you create inside of PayPal.
Okay.
So you don't make any changes on our site. You make all the changes inside of PayPal
Oh, okay, fine.
by
I
adding
thought
that
I had
second
to
option.
actually add another. Okay, I'll have a look at that, Peter. I'll see if there's an option like that because I thought I actually have to create one button that says subscribe to standard and subscribe to platinum, and then have that on my get started page.
Uh, that's one way, but then you have to be really careful about, because then you'll have to basically not use like our short code is what it's called, that makes it look like join now, but it's actually linked to PayPal. You're going to have to do something slightly different since you're going to have multiple buttons, which you can do that. So that's one option, to have 2 different buttons, and one is a standard button and one's a platinum button, and then people just click the button they want. Or you can have one button that has multiple options,
Yeah, I prefer that one. I'll see if I can get that to work in PayPal rather.
Yeah, so when you log into PayPal, what you'll do is, let me see if I can log in here. Sorry, it's just running a bit slow with the Hangout going. All right, so when you log into PayPal, let me see. If you click on the Merchant Services tab, there'll be the option for the buttons. So, and then over here, it'll have a link that says My Saved Buttons. So this is like,
Yes.
previous buttons that I've created. So I can click on that. And then, like I have all these different buttons created, so I can go to this one. I can edit that button. And then you could customize it, like, add drop-down menu with price/option. So I can click that, and now for option 1, I can have standard, for that price. For option 2, I can have platinum for that price, and so on and so forth. So basically, just by modifying these, different options and setup inside of PayPal, all the changes will be done here, and then because the membership site is just grabbing whatever you have in PayPal, you shouldn't have to make any changes on the membership site at all.
Okay. Thanks
So
for
you
that.
can just, you can just play around with that and basically see how it works.
Okay.
And it's kind of the same thing with the membership site. Whatever you do it's not like you're going to break PayPal or anything. So don't be afraid to like click in here and click on all the options and see what they are. If you're not sure, you can click on example, and it will show you like a picture of what a possibility is. So there's all different kind of things that you can do in there.
Okay, great.
All right, cool. Okay, JD, any other questions I can answer for you today?
No, and that also was helpful for me too. That explanation of PayPal.
All right, awesome. Let's see, turn this off. Okay, well, if you need anything between now and the live event, please let me know. Or if you want to do a one-on-one call prior to that, I do have time next week between Monday and Friday, so it looks like I'm pretty wide open next week. Otherwise, I wish you safe journeys to the live event. I know that you'll have a fantastic time. I'm looking forward to finding out who the winner of the challenge is, and seeing how you guys end up on the leaderboard. And I can't wait to hear about it when you get back. So if you haven't responded yet to my email request about your free time for the last group call at the end of the month, please try to dig that up in your inbox. Let me know if you can't find it, and I'll look for the email and resend it to you. And then we can talk about it live and see how everything went, and then apply any of the stuff that you learned to your business.
Okay.
Thanks, Pete.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks,
Just
Pete.
one
guys.
last question. How
Yep.
many one-on-ones do we have?
Yeah, that's it's a very good question. So I can take a look at yours and see how many we've had so far and what you have left. So give me one sec. I keep everything in a Google Doc. And then also, Agnesia, I can share with you all of the links too, so I can send you an email for all the videos. So you
Okay,
can always
thanks.
go back and re-look at those coaching calls as well. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like so far we've had 2 out of our 3 calls, so you still have 1 left.
Okay, great. Thanks, Pete.
You're welcome. And then JD, we've had 1 out of our 3, so you still have 2 left between now and the end of July.
Okay.
All
Thanks,
right.
Pete.
You're welcome. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks.
You too.
All
Bye.
right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Agnesia.